Today we're going to have a technical discussion on passive versus active movement. As you know, when you're playing the cello, there are parts of your arm, your joints, parts of your body that move. Movement can be caused by a couple different instigators. Muscle can instigate movement. If I raise my arm, then that is muscle use. If I let my arm fall, my arm is moving, but it's a passive movement. Something else, another force is acting on my arm to move it, in this case, gravity. Let's look at the bow grip. If you watch good cellists play, a lot of times their fingers will be moving on the bow as the bow moves left and right. Right, so you see this kind of movement in the right hand. A student can easily make the assumption that the cellist is forcing their fingers to go this way and forcing them back. In other words, there's a muscle activation in their hand. However, what's more accurate is that their fingers are moving because they are relaxed. That's the difference. The active movement is actually from the shoulder and perhaps the elbow, but the fingers are moving passively. And it's the same thing if you shake your arm or shake water off your hand. My wrist and my fingers are moving, but I'm not moving my wrist and my fingers. They are moving because they're relaxed. The elbow is actually the active joint. In other words, the bicep and tricep are actually the ones doing the work. It would be a mistake to think that I'm actually moving my fingers and moving my wrist. So be careful as you're imitating good cellists, be careful as you're examining your bow hand to know exactly what is active and what is passive movement.